They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. Room here to run. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Detroit! 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 Hot!
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 3. We got 3. 180. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Watch
following the interception. Here's Newton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Newton. Going deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 7. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point up and through. And it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And out now, here come the Bengals. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now he's forced out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down is Newton. Binds, and the pressure gets to him again. Denzel Perryman in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long, it's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Denzel Perryman able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Newton now on second down. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Newton being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. From the gun, here's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Come on now. Look at it.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Corey Legion in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, Newton flushed out right. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Gun, gun. Great. 8. 20. Great. Win.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff to Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Set. 180.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Ah!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On play action, they'll throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Carl Lawson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
34 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
On 1st down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Oh, he shifts past him. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Throwing here, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he will. Touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Fourth quarter, they've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
side of